Meeting come to order, please. Come on, Mike. Roll call, if you press your present button, please. And confirm. Record the roll. Thank you. Staff announcements.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman, we only have one announcement tonight. Item 21, which was a rezoning request for a number of properties off Del Rio Pike, has been withdrawn. And other than that, I have no further announcements.
Thank you, sir. Consideration of minutes of October 10. Any corrections? Is there a second? Motion made and seconded. Prepare to vote. Vote now. Well, I confirmed. Record a vote. Motion carries. Thank you. Any old business, staff?
No, sir, Mr. Chairman.
Consideration of the consent agenda. Anyone the commissioners wishes to pull an item for separate consideration, please say so now. Otherwise, we'll take it as a whole. Anyone? Take it as a whole. Staff?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Item 3, Arrington Retreat, Section 1, Maintenance Bond for Wastewater Treatment Disposal System, $137,800. Recommendation, release the bond. Item 4, Bell Pond, Maintenance Bond for Roads, Drainage, and Erosion Control, $45,000. Recommendation, extended current amount for a period of 6 months. Item 5, Black Hawk, Section 2, Maintenance Bond for Roads, Drainage, and Erosion Control, $60,000. Recommendation, extended current amount for 6 months and developer be allowed to place the asphalt surface mix. Item 6, Black Hawk, Section 3, Maintenance Bond for Roads, Drainage, and Erosion Control, $50,000. Recommendation, extended current amount for 6 months and the developer be allowed to place the asphalt surface mix. Item 7, Black Hawk, Section 4, Maintenance Bond for Roads, Drainage, and Erosion Control, $15,000. Recommendation, extended current amount for a period of 6 months and the developer be allowed to place asphalt surface mix. Item 8, Brins Valley, Section 2, Maintenance Bond for Landscaping, $1,500. Recommendation, release the bond. Item 9, Brins Valley, Section 1, Maintenance Bond for Roads, Drainage, and Erosion Control, $40,000. Recommendation, extended current amount for 6 months. Item 10, Brins Valley, Section 2, Maintenance Bond for Roads, Drainage, and Erosion Control, $45,000. Recommendation, extended current amount for a period of 6 months. Item 11, Chardonnay, Section 2, Maintenance Bond for Roads, Drainage, and Erosion Control, $220,000. Recommendation, release the bond. Item 12, Estates of Gallant Ridge, Performance Bond for Landscaping, $7,000. Recommendation, extended current amount for 6 months and require that landscaping be installed before the next review period. Item 13, Estates of Gallant Ridge, Maintenance Bond for Water, $8,850. Recommendation, to release the bond. Item 14, Grace Chapel and Academy, Maintenance Bond for Landscaping, $10,200. Recommendation, release the bond. Item 15, Ivan Creek, Performance Bond for Roads, Drainage, and Erosion Control, $375,000. Recommendation, extended current amount for 6 months. Item 16, Ivan Creek, Performance Bond for Off-Site Road Improvements, $83,000. Recommendation, extended current amount for 6 months. Item 17, Owendale, Maintenance Bond for Roads, Drainage, and Erosion Control, $110,000. Recommendation, extended current amount for 6 months. Item 18, Silver Stream Farm, Section 6B, Maintenance Bond for Water, $3,000. Recommendation, release the bond. Item 19, The Grove, Section 1, Maintenance Bond for Golf Course Improvements, $1,122,000. $1,122,734. Recommendation, release the bond. Moving on to final plats in item 26. Final plat review for Kings Chapel, Section 4B, containing 27 lots and 17.43 acres located off Murfreesboro Road in the 5th Voting District. Staff recommends approval with the following stipulations. 1, the payment of $51,705 as traffic mitigation funds to the appropriate traffic shed escrow account. 2, posting a performance bond in the amount of $310,000 for roads, drainage, and erosion control. This is a reduced performance bond amount based on work completed. 3, the posting of performance bond amount of $15,000 for water improvements as specified by Millcroft and Utility District. 4, the posting of performance bond in the amount of $67,500 for wastewater collection system. 5, the approved HOA documents must be recorded at the same time as the recording of the final plat. 6, execution of a stormwater maintenance agreement, submission of an operation and maintenance plan for stormwater improvements. And 7, that the applicant provide 2 copies of the approved final plat in DWG format on recordable media based on the Tennessee State Plane Coordinate System prior to signature and recording of the plat. Item 27, final plat review for Silverstream Farm, Section 4C, containing 11 lots on 3.57 acres located off Rocky Fork Road in the 5th voting district. Staff recommends approval subject to the following. 1, the posting of performance bond in the amount of $25,000 for roads, drainage, and erosion control. 2, posting of performance bond for water improvements in the amount of $27,500 as specified by Nolensville College Grove Utility District. 3, the posting of performance bond for sewer improvements in the amount of $5,000 as specified by Metro Nashville Water and Sewage Services. 4, the posting of performance bond for landscaping improvements in the amount of $9,000. 5, the execution and recording of a stormwater maintenance agreement, submission of an operation and maintenance plan for stormwater improvements. And 6, submission of 2 copies of the approved final plat in DWG format on recordable media based on the Tennessee State Plane Coordinate System prior to signature and recording of the plat.
As a matter of correction, I think you said a $1,122,000 on the Grove, or $122,734. It's $1 million.
Well, I said 1 million, did I say?
Yeah.
I think Mr. Hanyon would know for sure. No, 1 million, I beg your
What did he
pardon.
say? I know what it is, what he said. That's what for the record.
$1,122,734. I
Thank
beg your
you.
pardon, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Public hearing, amendment to the 2000, whoa, I'm sorry. Moved right along, didn't we? Any questions on the consent? Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? Prepare to vote. Vote now. Record a vote. Motion carries. Thank you. Agenda item 20, amendment to the 2013 official zoning map to correct a mapping error from NC to SIC at 2121 North Berries Chapel Road, map 37, parcel 03200. This is a public hearing. Our procedures are as follows. Staff will make a presentation regarding this agenda item. At conclusion, if you wish to make a comment, you'll be invited to come to the podium and give your comment. If you would at that time give us your name and address, we would appreciate it. Staff?
Upon adoption of the 1988 Williamson County zoning ordinance, the property in question was zoned suburban estate. At that time, the official zoning map reflected the property's correct zoning. However, in 2008, when staff was preparing new zoning maps, the boundary of the Neighborhood Conservation District was inadvertently expanded to include this parcel. Since that time, the official zoning map has improperly shown the property in question within the Neighborhood Conservation Zoning District. On May 14, 2012, the County Commission adopted the 2013 Williamson County zoning ordinance and official zoning map, effective January 1, 2013. Unaware of the previous mapping error, staff inadvertently carried forward the mistake when preparing the new official zoning map. As a result, the property in question was incorrectly zoned neighborhood conservation on the 2013 official zoning map. The property in question should have been zoned suburban infill and conservation, which follows the established zoning translation of the previous suburban estate zoning district to the suburban infill and conservation district. As this rezoning was the direct result of a mapping error and the mislabeled zoning designation on the current official zoning map, staff recommends the rezoning of this property from neighborhood conservation to suburban infill and conservation, and that the 2013 official zoning map, effective January 1, 2013, be revised to reflect this change. Staff also recommends that the attached resolution be forwarded to the County Commission for adoption. The property owner has been notified in person and in writing and has requested the zoning change.
Thank you, sir. Any questions of staff? Public hearing is now open. If you wish to make a comment, you're invited to do so. If you come to the podium and give us your comment. Don't rush me now. Anyone? Last call. Public hearing's closed. Seems pretty routine, folks. Any comments? Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? Prepare to vote. Vote now. Record a vote. Motion carries. Thank you. Agenda item 21 is withdrawn. Agenda item 22, preliminary plat. Preliminary plat review for Arrington Retreat, Phase 3, containing 65 lots on 59.84 acres located off Knowlesville Road in the 5th voting district. Staff?
A site plan for this development was approved in February of 2003. The applicant is now requesting preliminary plat approval for Phase 3 of the development, which consists of 65 lots on 59.84 acres. The proposed preliminary plat is identical in layout to that depicted on the site plan. As identified at site plan review, a number of items were to be addressed at the preliminary plat stage. All applicable items have been addressed to staff satisfaction, including identification of critical lots and placements of applicable notes on the plat. The applicant is requesting a design speed variance of 25 miles per hour on French River Road and Bob White Trail. The plat is in order and staff recommends approval of the request and the requested variance. In conjunction with final plat consideration, the following items will need to be addressed. Number 1, prior to final plat submittal, HOA documents shall be submitted for review and approval by the county attorney for planning and environment. The approved HOA documents must be recorded at the same time as the recording of the final plat. Number 2, establishment of a performance bond for roads, drainage, and erosion control. Number 3, establishment of a performance bond for water improvements in favor of Nolensville College Grove Utility District. Number 4, establishment of a performance bond for the wastewater collection system. Number 5, execution of a stormwater maintenance agreement and submission of an operation and maintenance plan for stormwater improvements. And number 6, providing 2 copies of the approved final plat in DWG format on recordable media based on the Tennessee State Plan Coordinate System prior to signature and recording of the final plat.
Thank you, sir. Questions of staff? Anyone? Comments? Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? Prepare to vote. Vote now. Record a vote. Motion carries. Thank you. Agenda item 23, preliminary plat review for the Grove Phase 1 revised again, containing 112 lots on 544 acres located off Arnold Road in the 3rd voting district. Staff?
A preliminary plat for Phase 1 of this development was initially approved at the October 2007 meeting. A revised preliminary plat for this phase was approved at the September 2012 meeting and again at the August 2013 meeting. The applicant is now requesting approval of another revised preliminary plat for this phase in order to make some minor modifications to the boundary between Phase 1 and Phase 3, which is on this agenda as item 24. In conjunction with previous preliminary plat approvals, this body granted design speed variances on several roadways and a cul-de-sac length variance on Pelican Way South. The applicant is again requesting these variances. Staff considers the changes reflected on this plat to be very minor in nature and recommends approval of this revised preliminary plat, including the requested roadway variances, with the same stipulations of approval that were established in conjunction with the September 2012 approval.
Thank you, sir. Questions of staff?
Still move for approval for staff recommendation.
Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? Prepare to vote. Vote now. Record a vote. Motion carries. Agenda item 24, preliminary plat review for the Grove Phase 3 revised, containing 39 lots on 53 acres located off Arnold Road in the 3rd voting district. Staff?
A preliminary plat for Phase 3 of this development was approved at the August 2013 meeting. The applicant is now requesting approval of a revised preliminary plat for this phase in order to make some minor modifications to the boundary between Phase 3 and Phase 1, which was on the agenda as item 23. In conjunction with the previous preliminary plat approval, this body granted design speed variances on Road A and Road B, roadway grade variances for 300 and 350-foot segments of Road A and Road B respectively, and right-of-way width variances from 50 feet to 40 feet on Road A, Road B, and Road C. The applicant is again requesting these variances. Staff considers the changes reflected on this plat to be very minor in nature and recommends approval of this revised preliminary plat, including the requested roadway variances, with the same stipulations of approval that were established in conjunction with the August 2013 approval.
Questions of staff? None? Motion?
Chair, move for approval with staff recommendations. Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? Prepare to vote. Vote now. Record a vote. Motion carries. Agenda item 25, final plat review for the Grove, Section 1 revised, containing 2 lots on 353 acres located off Arnold Road in the 3rd voting district. Staff?
The final plat for this section of the development was initially approved at the May 2008 meeting. A revised final plat was approved in June 2012 and again in August 2013. The applicant is now requesting approval of another revised final plat for this section in order to ensure that the boundary of this section matches the revised boundary of the Phase 1 preliminary plat, which was considered as item 23 on this month's agenda. As these changes consist of minor boundary adjustments to existing plats, staff recommended the preliminary plat and the final plats be considered together at this meeting. Staff considers the changes reflected on this plat to be very minor in nature, and provided that the revised preliminary plat is approved, which it was, staff recommends approval of this revised final plat with the stipulation that the applicant must submit 2 copies of the approved final plat in DWG format on recordable media based on the Tennessee State Plane Coordinate System prior to signature and recording of the plat.
Thank you, sir. Questions of staff? Motion?
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? Prepare to vote. Vote now. Record a vote. Motion carries. Thank you. Agenda items 26 and 27 were on consent. Agenda item 28 and final, with a final plat review for Windy Hill Farm, large lot easement subdivision containing 1 lot on 5.06 acres located off South Harpeth Road in the 1st voting district. Staff?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The property in question is approximately 5 acres in size and is located off South Harpeth Road. The applicant is requesting approval of a large lot easement subdivision in order to create the 4th lot on a 50-foot ingress, egress, and utility easement. The applicant is proposing an on-site septic system for the lot, and the Williamson County Department of Sewage Disposal Management has approved the request. Water will be provided from an on-site well, and the required potable water statement has been affixed to the plat. As no fire hydrants are proposed and none are currently located within 500 feet of the property's boundaries, the building envelope has been located 200 feet from existing residences on adjacent parcels. Requirements of Article 13 of the zoning ordinance have been met with statements indicating the absence of applicable natural resources and the location of steep slopes outside of the building envelope. The plat is in order and staff recommends approval.
Thank you, sir. Questions, of staff? Comments?
Chair, move for approval with recommendations to staff.
Motion made and seconded. Prepare to vote. Vote now. Record a vote. Motion carries. Thank you. Any other business? Motion to adjourn. We're out of here. Thank you.
Hey, according to my phone, I said 7:19.
Damn.